Where is the shadow minister for the sport? Zambaali, what do you know about sports?
Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, Zambaali Bulasio Mukasa is my name and I'm the Shadow Minister for Sport, Right Honorable Speaker. Allow me to thank the Minister for the statement. However, it is important that these few key issues are given attention. I urge the government to prioritize the timely completion of all AFCON 2027 infrastructure and related facilities well before CAF returns for its final inspection. Uganda should not wait until the last minute to address critical gaps, as this risks unnecessary embarrassment and could undermine our credibility as a co-host nation. Completing the works ahead of the final inspection will provide sufficient time for testing, certification, rectification of any defects identified, and proper operation readiness, thereby demonstrating that Uganda is fully prepared to successfully host the tournament. Being made, will government commit to presenting monthly progress reports to Parliament and implementation milestones so that this House can effectively exercise its oversight role? We want to make sure that the infrastructures built services Ugandans long after AFCON. We don't want to get reports like Chogam and other reports, if you remember. Going forward, I propose that the Committee on Education and Sports, together with the Shadow Minister of Sports, who is a member of the committee, undertake monthly oversight visits to all AFCON 2027 infrastructure projects. These regular inspections will enable Parliament to closely monitor progress, identify implementation, bottlenecks where bottlenecks are, and ensure that contractors remain on schedule. I further urge that the Minister of State for Sports facilitate and support the committee in the smooth execution of its oversight mandate by ensuring timely access to project sites, relevant documentation, and technical officials wherever required. Such collaboration will enhance transparency, accountability, and value for money as Uganda prepares to co-host AFCON Pamoja 2027. I beg to submit, Right Honorable Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, Shadow Minister of Education, of Sports. Members, just a minute. From today, yesterday, about the shadow, the Minister of Health brought a report. The Shadow Health did respond. Attorney General brought. The Shadow responded. See, when the government side has spoken, it represents one side. When the Shadow has also spoken, it actually represents the shadow of the government. And I want to thank both sides. Let's have it on record. There is no more sleep even in this house. Because the ministers are doing very well, and those who are shadowing them are also up to the game. They are doing very well. Now on Honorable Zambaali, Bulasio, one of those ancient names you have to remember. Just like Yakobo, yeah. You don't need permission from the House to go and do your work of oversight. The committee, that's what you are supposed to do. And please take it from me, that's a very valid point he has raised. You don't need permission of the House. Committee on Education and Sports, that should be a matter that you should follow up immediately. So we are all working together. And I want to thank you for that report, and I thank the Shadow Minister of Health for that report. Now, only that when you are not agreeing with the government, this side, you are not agreeing with the shadow minister, that's when you should get up to speak. Let me first guide. Because you cannot, when a shadow minister has, they take their time. Didn't you hear the one for health? Didn't you hear for sports? They've taken time to critique, and that should be able to help us, appreciate the views of the House. Yes. Lope is coming. Please, we have many things here too, but we waste time talking about the same thing sometimes, not all the times. Lope, you want to...
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to agree with both of them. Well, to appreciate both the Minister for his report and his passion, and the Shadow Minister for his feedback and equal passion. Mr. Speaker, two quick issues. The Minister has told us that 101 billion shillings has been earmarked to support some hotel facilities. Now, we would want to know what modus operandi was used to arrive at those who are going to benefit. Because these are private hotel facilities. How did you arrive at them? It's very important. And again, there's two elements therein. There are those which are going to get some kind of credit facility, then there are those which are getting funding, a donation from government. So you need to clarify that, because your statement here is saying the funding will facilitate renovation works. That's number one. Then on the other end, provide interest support through UDB. So it would presuppose, and maybe you need to clarify this, it would presuppose some you're giving money to facilitate the renovation works, and then others are getting some kind of credit support. You need to clarify that. Number two, the intervention is awaiting the award of contract and confirmation of financing. That's for the passenger terminal at Kabalega Airport. AFCON is next year. I am a little bit worried. Mr. Speaker, in 2007, we had CHOGM here. I was a journalist, and I covered CHOGM. We totally mishandled CHOGM. 2 days before the arrival of the Queen, they were giving money to this kind of hotels to build rooms. They were planting trees along Entebbe Road 2 days before the Queen arrived. We don't want to see a repeat of CHOGM, and so we are concerned. By the way, we all want AFCON 2027 to be a success, because we all get to benefit. Yes. So when it is mishandled, we all get to suffer. So I'm very concerned about these two issues. There are 101 billion. That's a lot of money. And finally, Mr. Speaker, I think it would be good for the Minister to appraise this House on a monthly basis, because we have a few months to CHOGM. Would want to know on a monthly basis, because that money is appropriated here. What did I say? I said CHOGM. There you are. I pray for you, by the way. People went to jail after CHOGM. Yes. I hope you don't go to jail. So you need to handle this docket very, very carefully, because we saw what happened with CHOGM. It was a mess. We don't want a repeat of the same. So that's why I'm saying it's good for the Minister also on a monthly basis, update us on what's happening, appraise us on all these developments, so that we are in tandem. Thank you.
The Honorable Minister, do you want to respond when the Prime Minister is also here on the other matters? Respond and the issue of the money.
Right Honorable Speaker, I want first to thank the Leader of Opposition and entirely thank my colleague, the Shadow Minister. He deserves a standing ovation for the observations he has raised. Why I'm saying this, I want first to confirm with all his submissions that as the Ministry responsible for sports, we support them. Number two, we welcome the Parliamentary Committee on Sports to carry out its oversight, because that's constitutional. Number three, I'm ready, and the Ministry is ready to cooperate with you to visit all these projects. Number three, those which are under our mandate as the Minister of Education and Sports are sporting. Like in my statement, I didn't mention clearly, this is